Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, all my soul-searching warriors. What a beautiful it's not Sunday, it's Thursday here. I'll tell you what, I get my days so confused because I get so busy with stuff. Anyway, but it is a gorgeous day outside today. It's going to be about 30 Celsius. Yeah. Thank you so much, Australian climate, right? But here I am. So, if you're new to my channel, if you haven't seen me before, please know that I'm so thankful and grateful that you are here this morning. I do 2 lives a week. Today, 9 a.m. Brisbane time at 9 a.m., I am here doing psychic questions. So please comment all your questions today. I am also here Saturday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time, and that's where everybody gets a free tarot card. And if you comment before I actually go live, because as you can see, some people already have today, you also get the Love Dove card. Whoops, it goes that way, where every card starts with the word love, okay? As well as the tarot cards. But no tarot today because I have not connected to my cards at all. Okay, so today is free psychic question day. It's not tarot, okay? We are in the middle of a huge divide, if you haven't noticed. Okay, one person who I really do like watching is an Australian man. He's on YouTube. I'm going to put his name in the comments. His name is Topher Field. Look him up. He is the one who's telling us all about why there's no petrol or gas at this point, and also what's really going on behind the scenes. So if you do want to educate you, have a look at Topher Field. He doesn't muck around. He only does short videos, and it's very concise in what's going on. So I like Topher Field. No plug. I give him a free plug. I don't get any money from him to do this. I'm not advertising him, okay? But I do like keeping myself aware of what is going on around the planet. And as he said this morning, we have just averted World War III. Thank you so much, Trump, for getting in and dealing with this, okay? We have to remember gas prices right now are less than in May 2022 under Biden. So there's our gas prices are really low at this point. Okay. And that is something that I prophesied at the end of last year in my prediction video. So thank you so much, universe, for letting me see what was coming. Okay. I don't support Trump. I don't support any politician. But I get prophecies and predictions, and when they come true, I like telling you how. Okay. So there you go. I've got a lovely email this week from somebody saying that something I told them a year ago has now come true, and it is amazing what I've said was so accurate a year ago for them. I've also just received another email from somebody who they said to me that they were having trouble having a baby, and they've been spending heaps of money on IVF. And I said, save up because your next IVF is going to be unsuccessful, unfortunately. But the one after that, you're going to have a little girl. And guess what? They've emailed me a year and a half later, and they said we did do it, and it did fail. She miscarried, but we're now at week 28 expecting a girl. Yoo-hoo! I love it when I get it right for people. Okay. So if you do want a private reading with me, yes, today is free, but I'm just doing psychic questions from the comments. But if you do want a psychic reading with me up to an hour and a half, please look in the description below. There is a link there with all my terms and conditions on how to get a reading from me. I don't charge for what I do. I only ask for contributions of what you can afford. So that's it for me. I'm out of the door with my self-advertising. Let's get into you, okay? You time. Yay! Oh, I love it when I'm all tuned in and my energy is high this morning. Thank goodness. So let's go straight to the comments. Julie Youngren. Oops, pardon me. Julie Youngren is my first comment for the morning. Nanu, soul searching warrior, Julie Youngren. Okay, hugs to you. I had a phone interview for a bank on Monday. Do you have any insight on that? The interview lady had a very thick Indian accent. I found that odd. Well, let's go there, Julie. I think you're in America. Here in Australia, we are getting inundated with Indians because our Australian government has now, oh gosh, okay. You know, I'm not biased, I'm not discriminatory, and I'm certainly not a racist. But if you're going to do it for one, you've got to do it for everybody. And our Australian government has just told India any Indians that come to Australia, they get a $25,000 business grant, regardless if they open a business or not. Why isn't that given to everybody that's here struggling? You know? Oh my God. So, anyway, we're getting inundated with Indians here. So there may be a possibility that you're also under some sort of agreement with India where heaps of Indians are coming to America legally, you know, so they're avoiding all this ISIS situation with the illegals. But yeah, there may be something there where they're coming into America as well and getting some sort of scheme or grant where they can live there financially secure. Okay. Well, to incentives. I wish we were getting them. Anyway, but I don't judge. I don't assume what's going on with people. Okay. But with this phone interview, wow, they're actually screaming for staff. So this one may be the one that you get, Julie. Yay. I want you to get a job so badly. Seriously, you know, it's been months for you. So please know, I am thinking of you. I've got everything crossed. I'm even crossing my toes as I'm talking. I'm not going to show you my toes, okay? But I am crossing my toes as well for you right now. Let's hope and pray this one goes well. Okay, let's leave it at that one. Let's keep moving along. Little Wave says, hi, Linda, glad to see you. All the best to you. Can you please ask your lady, that's her, my lady. I don't see her all the time, but she talks to me all the time. Yeah. Can you please ask your lady what to do to get back to getting into my practice off the ground again? I have been more distracted and tired, having it harder. A harder time seeing how to make a healing practice possible. Maybe also worried about mum and dad. Sorry, asking for your advice. You may have. Thanks for all your kindness. Okay, Little Wave. I'm finding, not just with you, not just with me, but there's so many of us now that are getting inundated with, it's almost like there's something or someone pressing a button, our name's on that button, and it says, let's zap them so they can't get any work done today. Let's zap them again so they get all the sabotages coming up, all those self-doubts, all that feelings of worthlessness. I'm in that boat too, okay? And there are so many of us right now going through this. There are days when I totally struggle because I've got PTSD, and I admit to that. But so there's one big obstacle that I have to get through every day. But, or should I say at night, because I have a lot of nightmares. But at the end of the day, I believe there is something going on. You know, I'm a bit of a conspiracy nut, and I'll be admitting to that because, you know, once you go down a rabbit hole, it's hard to avoid all the rabbit holes that come off that rabbit hole. But I believe that they are doing something. I know definitely that Elon Musk has now got that telepathy, Wi-Fi, thought processing ability. You know, they're tapping into our thoughts. You know, they've got dream machines now that can record your dreams and they replay it when you wake up. I don't want anyone to see my dreams for a start, and I certainly don't want other things or people to put unconsented thoughts into my head. And I'm actually starting to think that is what's going on now. They're putting unconsented thoughts into our heads because there's days and I just sit here and I've got this one thought going through my head all day, and I think, that is just not me. It's not me to do that, you know? So, yeah, I don't know how it's working because I haven't got the tech ability to tap into it and find out how. All I am is a psychic, right? And sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. But I believe that they are doing something deliberately to us. Yes. Thank you. I just heard a big yes from her too. Ooh, okay. So with your healing practice, now if you know who they are, okay, they higher than the governments, those ones, the elitists, right? They don't want us doing healing practices. They don't want us doing psychic services. They don't want us succeeding at all. They love the pharmaceutical companies. And when you look at pharmaceuticals, isn't it funny how they have never cured one person? They've never cured anything. Measles vaccines don't cure measles. It prevents you getting it, but it doesn't cure it. Flu jabs don't cure the flu. They only supposedly stop you getting it. Yeah? Do you know what I'm hearing? You hear what I'm saying, right? So they love us on pharmaceuticals. We become clients for life because then we take pills to cover the side effects. So you're taking a pill for the side effect of that, and then you take another pill for the side effect of that one. So that's why some people end up on like 8 or 12 pills every day. So thank God I'm not in that regime. I only take a heartburn pill a day. For someone who's 60, there's a lot of us out there who don't take any medications at all. But that's just another rabbit hole down this big thing that you're asking about, Little Wave, because I firmly believe we are getting attacked, okay? They don't want us to succeed. So how do we manage this? What do we do? You know what you've got to do. Don't stop. Keep going. Push through those self-doubts. Push through those sabotages. When you get distractions, you say, come on, self-discipline comes in. I'm going to sign that executive order where I must do this from 2 until 5 p.m. today, or whatever hours you give yourself. Okay? I'll be honest, there's days when I wake up and I think, oh my God, I've got to do a live today. So when I get that self-doubt coming in, guess what I do? I say, hang on, Lynda, hang on. You're not doing this for you. You do it for other people who are watching you. You do it because they are relying on you. They want help. They want assistance. They want to feel good. So then when I take it away from me and I think about the gorgeous people like yourselves that are watching me now, because that's who you are. If you're watching me now, guess what? That shows me that you are trying your damnedest in this world gone mad. So once we start thinking about that unity, the energy that we're trying to create, which is external to us, okay, that's when you start getting that pride and that self-worth comes in, and you say, wow, that's right. I'm doing this practice not for me, it's for the people who come to me. So once you just switch that little mindset, and then you start thinking about your clients, who are you trying to attract in? Do you do massage? Do you do Reiki? Do you do acupuncture? You may have sound healing days or whatever it is that you do. But as soon as you think, okay, I've got my sound healing equipment here, my tinchy bells, my singing bowls, I've got my drum kits ready. So as soon as you think about who are they for, that's when it all starts to become clear. Okay, that's what gets me here every day. That's what helps me sleep at night, knowing that even on days when I just feel like giving up and hiding under a rock, I turn up for you because you're the one who's important to me. I was even here last Thursday on my 60th birthday, and look how that went. That was a crazy day. Okay. And look how even Saturday went. That was even crazier because something turned off my computer halfway through my life. So I know we're getting attacked, but we have to stand up and be strong against it, okay? There's a lot of negative energy out there at this point. So the more we just take our ego out of that equation and we keep saying to ourselves, hang on a minute, I've got this practice. It's not about me. I'm not the one getting all the special services in there. I'm doing this for the people who come. So direct your energy to the people who will be coming to you, and they will come to you. Okay? Yes, it does work like that, little wave. Okay? Yeah. All right. So, Everly, hi, Linda. I was silly and missed your last live. It popped up on my screen, but I thought it must be the old one because it had only been a day or two. I just love your lives. Yes, guys, I do 2 lives a week. Thursday, which is today, 9 a.m. Brisbane time. If you're in America, it's Wednesday night. But then I'm also here 9 a.m. Saturdays for my tarot days, which is Friday night. Okay? Yeah, so I do come up 3 days and then it's a 4-day off. Okay? Yeah, so there you go, Everly. I hope you're going well, darling. You obviously got home safe and well. Thank you so much. Okay? I was worried about you driving that far with all the things that you had to deal with. So please know I really am grateful that you're here so I know, whew, she's safe. Okay? Yeah. We also had daylight savings. So I've been here an extra hour because I did not want to miss it. Hope you have an amazing birthday. Thank you so much, Everly. Yeah, daylight savings changes sometimes for some people. Here in Brisbane, we never change. Okay, we don't have daylight saving here in Brisbane in Queensland. So if you do want a private reading with me, please make sure that you set your time zones right. Okay, because people, even Europe, they're about to change too at some point. Okay, I have to check Google 3 or 4 times before I book someone in because I just know that Queensland doesn't change. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now we have Colin M1325. Good morning, Linda, and all here. Lots of love to you. Oh, Colin, you're so gorgeous. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Julie Youngren says, oh, I forgot about DST, daylight savings time. No wonder I couldn't find this at my normal time. Okay. Yeah, so you got to remember, guys, with daylight saving, I don't change. You guys do, so please account for what time it goes to, whether it goes back or forward an hour or 2 hours or whatever you do. Okay. Okay. Deborah 0607, massage deathbed. Okay. Julie Youngren says, hi there, little wave, Everly, Colin, and Simran. Simran? Oh, I missed Simran. Sorry, Simran. Okay, thank you so much for commenting there, Julie Youngren, because now I've just gone back. I've seen Simran's comment. Hi, Linda. May I have a message for my career? Tired of looking for a job, feeling stuck. Oh, my God, Simran. You're in the same boat as so many other spiritual people at this point. As I've just said, it's almost like we're all getting attacked. We're all on this little boat in the middle of a tsunami, cyclone, tornado, hurricane, whatever. This storm that's happening to us now, it will end, okay? It can't go on because our energy does defeat it. So the more you lie in bed just before you go to sleep, okay, in that zone where you're sort of like just sleeping, it's called theta consciousness, Theta, theta consciousness stage. Now, the guy who talks about it is Dr. Jose Silva in his Silver Mind Control Method. I've got the book. I don't get anything for advertising other people. I love promoting other people. So I've done some of the exercises in here. Okay. See, so I've got my notes in there. Okay. That's about self-healing. Okay. And how to get into using alpha levels. Okay. So I make notes in my own books. So I like his theory just before we go to sleep. Get nice and comfy, and then you start having those little visions. You might hear knocks, you might hear people talking. That's when we know we're in that theta conscious state. And it's in that state we can manifest. Okay? So it's in that state, visualize that you're walking into an office and they say, yes, you got the job. Okay? You get the email, you get the telephone call. Yes, you got the job. Okay? So that's how we bring it in. They want you, they want you, they want you. Okay? All right? Just make sure you say me instead of you. Okay? They want me. They want me. I'm getting that job today. Okay? Yeah, bring it in. Let me know if it works for you, that technique. Okay? I have a lot of manifestation techniques. Whenever I hear a new technique, I always put it on my YouTube channel. So click on my name, go to my channel, go to personal development. I think it's in there. Or my psychic information playlist. I've got them in there. Okay? All my manifestation techniques. Okay, so I really hope and pray, Simran, that we start, because it is collective, it's not just about you, Simran. I hope and pray that this energy starts to turn around back onto us very, very soon. Okay? So when you're feeling stuck, don't say I'm stuck. You say I am now unstuck. Okay? Our words create reality. So the more you say, I haven't got a job, the more the universe will create that for you. So you say, I have got a job. You don't say, I'm getting a job, because then that's unobtainable, because it's in the future. I'm getting a job. It's like you're running after the carrot on the donkey's, the donkey with the carrot. You're trying to catch the carrot. But you say, I have the job. I have the job. It's mine. Okay? So just tweak it the way that you're using your words, okay? Okay, so now we go back down to Julie Youngren, who said, Simran, thank God you mentioned her because I missed her. Okay, Everly says, I was told that I am or am going to be involved with something, but it wasn't going to go well for me. Can you tell me what it is? I can't figure it out. Well, Everly, right now, my darling girl, your little brain is going to be catapulting into 30,000 directions at once. I know what you've been through in the last few weeks, so please know that this is a time for you to really sit down and work out who and what you are. I lost my dad last August, and it's still a crapper of a show, okay? Oh my God, I can't believe the games and the vindictive, absolute mind control games that people play. I don't get involved with it. So what I've been doing a lot lately is I've got to do a lot of self-reflection. Who am I? Where am I going? Do these people actually have to be a part of it or not? Okay? Because it's the universe clearing out. And remember, we are in this fire horse energy at this point. So we're going to be doing a lot of releasing, a lot of clearing out old energy, so then new energy can come in. In my book, I do an exercise. How full is the bottle of water? Is this bottle of water full? Or is it nearly full? Because the water comes up to here. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. How full is this bottle of water? It is full. This much is water and this much is air. So if we want more water, like material things, new job, new car, new house, new person of interest, we have to get more water, so we have to release the air first. Okay? If we want new clothes, we always throw away old clothes before we buy new clothes. If you want a new house, you sell your present house first, release it, so then we can bring in the new one, okay? And that's what I'm seeing that you're going through now, Everly. And this is actually, please don't take this offensively, but it's a perfect time when we lose a parent to really go through, who am I? Who do I want to be in my future? And let go of all those things that don't serve you anymore. When we lose a parent, we do have those epiphany moments where we say, I'm not going to do that anymore. It could be letting go of a habit, okay, to create a new habit. So please look within yourself and give yourself time, Everly, because you know what's happening right now? You're grieving. So of course your brain's going in 16,000 directions at once. So don't beat yourself up too much at this point, okay? Everything's going to seem confusing. I know what it was like when I lost my own dad, okay? Yeah, it's not nice. But ultimately, You will get there. Sorry, I've got a hair in my nose. This bit of hair is in my nose. Yeah, so it will become better for you, Everly. Okay? I was told that I am or I'm going to be involved with something. Well, this is your time to work it out. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It has to be your free will. Or else then you come back and say, oh, that psychic told me to do this and it didn't turn out. But we've got to remember, sometimes we do things for a day. And in 10 years' time, that one day makes sense. So it's not a permanent thing sometimes. Okay? Yeah, but it wasn't going to go well for me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If it's in your life path, you're going to do it anyway. Okay? I love you, Everly. You've got so much going through your head. Don't worry about what other people have said to you. I was told that I am. Don't worry about what you're told. You go with your own gut feelings here, okay? Take your time and get through what you've been through. All right? You know I love you. Okay? All right. Robert Harris. Good morning, Lynda. Wishing you an enjoyable Thursday. Thank you so much, Robert. I hope you had a great Wednesday. Okay. Julie Youngren says, hi there, Robert, Mel, Pixie, and Ronnie. I love it when you guys know each other's names. So, Robert Harris, 8912, he's got a partner called Mel, and they've got two cats called Pixie and Ronnie. One of those only has 3 legs. So I remember I think it's Ronnie with the 3 legs. So yeah, thank you so much, Julie, for saying that. And what's Julie doing right there? She's creating energy. She's sending out love to other people in the comments, okay? And this is what I'm here for, to create a collective energy field between all of us, okay? Don't just think that you're just sitting in your lounge room, or you might be sitting in your bathtub, you might be driving while you're listening to me. I don't care what you're doing, but we are creating an energy field around all of us that are watching today. That's what I love, okay? All right. So Robert says, good morning, evening, everyone. I'm sending my best wishes to you all. Love and light. Oh, love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Robert. Thanks, Julie. How are you? Julie says, still looking for a job, trying to stay optimistic. I want, Julie Youngren, I want you to start saying, I am optimistic. I am starting a new job. I have got a new job. I am working, okay? Start saying those sort of sentences to yourself and this will come to you, okay? Yeah. All right, so here's Brenda Carruthers. Hello, Lynda. I have an avoidance boyfriend. Am I supposed to be with him? You have an avoidance boyfriend. Then why are you with him? Okay, let's go there, Brenda. And thank you so much for being here too. I know who you are, okay? And as I just said, this is a time of giving up, letting go, and releasing things that no longer serve us anymore. So, Brenda, my question to you, because that's what I'm hearing from her, why are you with this man? Have you sat down and made a list, pros and cons? Write it down, because you're the one who has to make this decision. Don't just believe what I say, okay? Write down all the good things about him that he does, and then write down all the horrible things, the negative things that this person does, okay? Because ultimately, if you're in a right relationship, there's nothing in the cons page. So you've already just put something in there in the con page. It's not a pro. It's on the con side. Consequences. Hello, Lynda, I have an avoidance boyfriend. So there you go. You've got an issue straight away. If you were happy with this person, you wouldn't be making this public, okay? So you've got a decision to make. It's your decision. And I hope that I've just given you some guidance which way to go. But ultimately, you've got to look within yourself as to why you have created an avoidance boyfriend. We always attract in things that we ourselves need to heal. So what is it that you're avoiding? Oh, this is deep, Brenda Carruthers. Okay, this is the time for you to sit down and think about, why have you attracted in this person who's avoiding things? What are you avoiding? Start to deal with those issues. Start to heal those issues, because then the next person that you attract in won't be avoiding stuff either. Okay? You know what you've got to do. Sit quietly. Go back through all the stuff that you're avoiding. Is it money issues? Is it trust issues? Is it security issues? Okay? Whatever those issues are, deal with them. Okay? It's not fun. Okay? Because I've had to do it a few times. Okay? So only you are the one who can cure yourself, heal it, and forgive yourself, because no one's perfect. We all make mistakes. Okay? So you know I love you too, Brenda. Okay? I know what you've been through as well. So please know I'm thinking of you. Okay? All right. Robert Harris says, always be positive. Your broad vibration will help you attract an employer who shares that vibration also. So Robert's saying that to Julie Youngren. Okay? We get on the same frequency, the same vibration. So if we want to be a florist, let's just say we want to be a florist. Okay? We've got to become the energy of the flowers. Okay? So you think about what the flowers do. They grow, they shine, they're looking into the sun. And as soon as we create that energy within ourselves, we become that same frequency that attracts us to it. Okay? I remember going for a job interview with corrective services. I'd done all their IQ testing. Oh my God, 3-hour tests I had to go and do. A few of those. I had to go through all their interview stages. And then, oh my gosh, I'm sitting in front of this woman at the interview, and she says, we want somebody. This is how she explained it. She said, imagine a hand. We're looking for someone who fits us like a glove, but you're slightly off. So what can we do to get you back into the glove? And she's moving her fingers like this. And I just thought, there is no way known I'm going to change because of what you're asking me to do. So I knew I wasn't going to end up working at the corrective services. The money was phenomenal. Oh my God. But at the end of the day, I couldn't deal with walking into the jail every day, being in a little concrete jail, and not being the psychic effervescent energy that I am when I'm around nature. That job would have killed me. And I'm serious, because of who I am. So I knew I had to get out of that job. So I said something really stupid at the interview, the last interview. She had all the paperwork for me to sign to start my next shift. And I just said a really stupid thing. So she'd say, oh, well, maybe we don't want you. I'm not going to say what I said, okay, because it's not about my character. I said something to get out of that job, okay? So, yeah, I knew not to go into that vibration of what they wanted me to be. My vibration's far higher, so it was never going to be a match. And that's exactly what Robert Harris is talking about here. You find the match with the vibrational energy of what you want to create, okay? Yep, so Julie Youngren says, love that, Robert. Hi, Brenda. Okay, Robert Harris says, Lynda, what is my next spiritual step? Could you ask your lady for me, please? Yes. You've gone through the, oh my God. Alrighty. Okay. You've gone through the planning development stage, okay? You know what I'm talking about. You've gone through that planning stage. You've gone through the development stage with these 3 projects. I'm actually seeing you down to 2 now. You've decided to let one go so you can concentrate on the other 2, and you're still iffing and buffing which one to go with. So now we've got to go into the manufacturing stage, okay? The production. You know what I'm talking about. The production side of this, okay? Trusting our instincts. So then we really do, yeah, I'm going to. So we really do start using our intuition. So she's just saying, do an exercise. So let's do an exercise. Okay, I love doing an exercise every time I do a live. So let's do an exercise here, how to trust our intuition. So let's say today we've got to go somewhere. I'm just going to say I've got to go to the shops at some point. So what we do is we close our eyes and we visualize our body. So my head, my shoulders, my torso, legs, toes. Okay, we visualize our body. So I'm visualizing my body. And then we imagine our aura field around us, which is 6 feet of energy. And then through our head chakra, our crown chakra, which is at the top of our head, we imagine gold going up into the sky, which is us, our higher self, okay? So we imagine gold, like in Thor, they have that bridge, okay? So it can be like a rainbow bridge, gold bridge. You may want to make it like a white bridge. So it's all about you, right? Because this is your reality that you're creating. We calm down, breathe in, hold, and then breathe out. Do that 3 or 4 times. In, let it out. And while we're thinking about this cord going up to our higher self through our crown chakra. Now, I know today I've got to go to the shops. So this is my example. I know today I've got to go to the shops. So this is what we say. We talk to that stream of whatever color it is that you've got coming out of your head. I'm just making mine gold and white. Hello, isn't it gorgeous? Got all like flickering white lights through the gold. And I talk to my higher self. And I say things like, is it in my highest good to go to the shops at 10 o'clock? And we wait. And you'll feel or you'll hear yes or no. How do we feel yes? We get like an excitement, emotion. So it's like an anticipation. That's a yes. But if we feel like, oh, let's go back to bed, or you feel drained, it's an emotion. Okay, so we feel the negative, which is no. So we feel positive or we feel negative. Or, like me, I hear it's clear as day, yes or no. Okay, so we've just said 10 o'clock. Okay, so connect again to this cord coming out of my head. Is it in my higher good to go to the shops at 2 o'clock? Now I've just heard yes. Okay, now today at 2 o'clock I can't go to the shops because I've got things to do today. Okay, I've got readings on today. So, but this is part of the exercise that I want you to learn from. Okay, so when we're asking for a spiritual step, connect with our higher self and say, is it in my highest good to do this? Let's just say you want to write a book. So you get the topic of the book, pardon me, and I'll just go with any book. Should I write a children's book about learning to love flowers? Is it in my highest good that I write a book about children experimenting with flowers? How to look after flowers. So it's all experiment, like science book with science, so with flowers. Is that in my highest good? And you'll hear or you'll feel. Learning to understand how we feel, our emotions. Okay? Isn't it great when we get a kid and we can sit down and say, how are you feeling today? Kids don't explain their energy. Kids don't know emotions. They don't know happiness from fear. So they can't explain it. They talk about symptoms. Symptoms. So when we're happy, what's a symptom of happiness? Here's a symptom of happiness. We smile. Our eyes light up. We feel heavy. We feel lighter. See how I'm coming up in my chair? When we're sad, it's like, So we look at the symptoms, okay, of our emotions. This is how we identify, how am I feeling today? Well, what are my symptoms? What are my symptoms? So then we understand our emotions, because emotions are energy. Energy is our auric field around our body that is our frequency, our currency. So the more that we're in tune with our currency, our frequency, energy field, emotions, the more we're involved with all that and we understand it, and we can sit like outside ourselves and say, okay, I'm observing Lynda today and look at what all the symptoms that she's showing me that she's happy. Okay? Because then we can identify it. And then we can I acknowledge it. I acknowledge now that I am happy because I've got this, I'm doing that, I'm happy, I'm doing this. And then we can say to ourselves the next thing, how are we going to use it today? Okay? So if we sit there and we say, oh, I've got this real anticipation to go, I'm so enthusiastic. I feel like I'm going to run a marathon. Well, what are you going to do with that energy today? What can we do productively to help us with that energy? And if you are the opposite of that, going down through like a depressive state, I just want to stay in bed all day. I don't want to do anything at all today. Okay, what are you going to do about it? Is it okay to go and have a sleep? Should we go and have a coffee to wake up? Me, it's chocolate. Okay. So we deal with it. We identify, acknowledge, and deal with it. Okay. So I hope that helps you there, Robert, with some tools. You're a lot smarter with this stuff than you give yourself credit for. Okay. Connect into your higher self and just ask yourself, what is it I've got to do about it? I go out on my veranda at night and I'm serious. I look at the moon, because here on my balcony, I see the moon just come up, like 3 hours with the moon. I sit there and I just say, what the hell can I do for you? Take Lynda out of this equation. I'm here to serve the universe. I'm here to create what the universe wants me to create for those who need it. So take yourself out of that equation, Robert. What do your readers need to hear and read? What do your viewers want to watch? Okay? And I hope that gives you some sort of guidance there. Trust yourself. Okay, Josie says, hi Lynda, do you think my PI at Mount Sinai will be willing to give me an A instead of an A minus? Go talk to them. Go talk to them. But how good's an A minus? Come on, Josie, give yourself some credit. Okay, isn't that good that you're striving to get an A? So what you do is you go and talk to that person, okay? And you say to them, now I know I got an A minus, but I really want an A. What can I do to get there? They'll tell you, okay? This is all about communication for you, Josie, okay? Moosey Taylor, hello to you. Love your big heart. I've just listened to your latest NDE YouTube video. So great to listen in depth about your time in heaven. Sending love to you. Moosey Taylor, I've got 2 more interviews coming up over the next few weeks, and I get excited. Well, let's go there. I don't like talking about how I died. It was pretty, it's traumatic, okay? Now that I'm 60, of course I'm thinking about my own mortality, but when I die for good next time, okay? But ultimately, I love it when I give new information that I haven't spoken about before. So there's 2 more interviews that I've got booked in. One's in about a week's time that they're getting that done, and the other one's in about 3 weeks. So by the time that they edit it, get it out there, look out for my links, because I always put in new stuff. I went to heaven for 5 years. Well, it seemed like 5 years. Very, very long time. And every time I talk to people, I talk about something different, because there was so much there. I go into a meditative state at nighttime, And I just sit there and I think, wow, haven't I thought about that one before? Now I remember it. I did that when I was there. So even now, 25 years later, I'm still getting more memories of what I went through when I was there because it was 5 years. You know, if you say to someone, what did you do from 10 years old until you were 15? I'm sure you can't tell them what you did every second of every day for that whole 5 years in one go. You'll be sitting there 30 years later and you say, oh, when I was 12, I just remembered I did that. Or I went there. So, of course, I still get those memories coming back. Okay. Yeah. So, thank you so much for letting me know that you've watched my latest video. Okay. Yeah, because I love it when I do my interviews. Okay, so Kevin has message redacted. Missy Taylor, cross. Okay. Josie Science, is that Josie Science? Yes, Julie. Yes, it is. Now I've just got to refresh my screen, guys. Oh my gosh, how many new comments have I got here? Okay. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of comments coming through. Oh, I love this. Let me just get up to where I was. Wow, there's a lot of comments coming through. Oh, I love it. Pardon me. Okay, Julie Youngren says, is that Josie Science? Yes, it is. Julie says, hi, Josie, Moosey, and Kevin. Okay, Chrissa225. Hello, Dr. Lynda. Do you or your lady have a message for me financially or emotionally for this year? I feel sometimes I'm trying so hard to get to my goal, but it's taking a long time. As I said previously, darling, we're all in the mix of it. Okay. But ultimately, we have to remember this is a fire horse year. Go watch my prediction video that I did at the end of December, 2026 predictions, okay, is what I called it. Because in there, I talk about how we've got to release stuff, and then we're going into a process where we allow things to come to us. So it's all about releasing for this first month. We're only a month in out of 12 months. And by month 4, we're finally going to get it going. So by month 8, which will be down around July, August, I'm seeing that we are really coming into some good stuff happening. Okay? So be patient. Put it out there what you want. Do all your manifestation techniques that you know how to do and just give it all to the universe and say, now it's out of my hands. If you want me to do this, you'll put me into the position where you want me to do it. Okay? Trusting the universe is the hardest thing. Okay? Yeah. So financially, I do see that you're going to have some financial increases by the end of the year. Yes. Emotionally, you got to deal with all that stuff first, unfortunately. So this is the perfect time while we're still in this releasing stage. Go to the depths of those emotional issues that we all have. Do your self-analysis, work yourself out, release it all to the universe now. So by the full part of this year coming, bingo, all your numbers come out. Okay? Yeah. I'm seeing there's going to be a lot of good news by the end of the year for a lot of us. Okay? All right. Okay, so let's keep going. Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay? That is one thing that I do want to tell you. Don't be too hard on yourself waiting, because we have been in this holding pattern for about a year and a half now. Some people are only waking up to the fact now that we are in a holding pattern, okay? Because the timing has to be impeccable with the universe when we start doing our spiritual work, where there's so many people waking up every day now, so obviously they want maximum exposure. So as more people wake up, we're getting closer and closer to when we just come out and boom the universe with our energy and love. And I can't wait for it. So, of course, we're in this feeling of it's taking so long. I've been floating around the airfield. You know when planes do the circles before they land? It's called a holding pattern. I've been in that now for about a year and a half. And I can't wait for it to start saying, you can land now. Okay. Simran, yep. Hi to Krista says, Julie, there's Topher Field. If you want to go watch Topher Field, my comment there. He actually does, he doesn't muck around with what he says. So he does the short little videos about what's going on around the planet. Oh, pardon me. He is actually a very respected journalist here in Australia. All right, so Peter Ellis. Good morning, Lynda. Hope your week ahead is going to be a good one. Oh, I hope so too. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Julie Youngren says, Lynda, you've got your favourite dress on. Yes, I do love this dress. Okay. It's got pockets on the sides as well. I love it. Okay. Thank you so much for noticing. Kevin1445T. Hey, everyone. Hello, Kevin. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, my God. I'm trying to pronounce this word right. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hyacinium path. I hope I know I got that wrong. I'm so sorry. Hello, dearest Lynda. It's been a while for me. I would love a reading and some guidance from your spiritual companion, please. Look at all those beautiful emojis that you've sent me. Thank you so much. Okay. There's a door shut in there, isn't there? There is a door shut in there, isn't there? Something's closing for you. Something's ending. If I had to give you a tarot card right now, it would be the death card because something is ending, whether you know it or not. Okay? This is actually a good thing. We always look at the closing off of things as a good thing. Okay? Please keep your head high. Okay? And with whatever it is, that it might be a habit that you've said you're going to give up. It could be changing your address. It could be changing a job, changing partner. I'm not too sure. But I see a closing there. Closing. It's almost like a shop when when they're closing down sale. Closing is the word that I'm getting. Okay? So there's always good things that come after that. Okay? Yeah, keep your head high. Be positive. Do the exercises like I've said today. Connect into your higher self. And you'll be fine through this process. You're here watching me, so I know you're going to be fine. Okay? Okay, let's have a look here. Matter Mocha? Oh my God, anything you can tell me that spirit believes I should know? Well, that's a little bit basic because it could be about anything. Okay? We all are on a journey of discovery. No one ever knows anything. So my suggestion to you is to start, instead of being a jack of all trades, become a specialist of one thing. This is your time to really say, this is what I'm going after, this is what I do, and I'm going to study it, learn it, educate myself more on it, so then you can become like that mentor or master of it. Okay? Yeah. You got too many options. Pardon me. Yeah. Anything you can tell me that spirit believes I should know. It is a bit of a basic question that you've asked, but I'm seeing that you've got a lot of options and it's time to clear them all out and just go after one of them. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay. Kevin says, like 5, good evening. Did the Pisces lady like text messages I sent her last night and today, and will she call me tonight? Okay. Did the Pisces lady like the text messages I sent her last night and today, and will she call me tonight? Honey, I think you've overdone it. Don't text her. Wait. Be patient. Okay? Be patient. I'm just going to say it. 2 texts are sufficient. So if you've sent more than 2, she may start thinking that you're a little bit creepy. Okay? So stand back a little bit and make her want you. Okay? If she's the one, she'll come and ring you. But at this point, I'm not seeing that she's going to ring you yet. Of course I want you to find somebody, okay? Just not maybe this one, okay? It's all good. It all works out for the best in the end. All right, keeping I love you, little MJ. Okay, Bob Hope says, "How are you, love, and respect what do you see for me? Thanks, you the best." Okay, Bob Hope, keep going with what you're doing. For you, actually, I'm not seeing any changes. Okay, you're in a position where you've just got to keep going with what you're doing. All right, I don't know what that makes sense for. Okay. Um, it's almost like you're staying at the same place, doing the same chores, but that's sufficient for now. Okay? That's sufficient for now. I'm not going to put work into it because work's not coming into this equation of being stagnant. Okay? But it's like you're being stagnant. And it's when we're stagnant, that's when we work out who we are. Okay? So Bob Hope, stay doing the same thing. That's what I'm hearing. Stay doing the same thing. I hope that makes sense for you. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Peregrinus fella, good morning, Linda. We've had another big week out on the road with Disco again this week. Been up to see his Uncle Hippie on the farm, and let's just say it got very messy. How is he going? Okay. I actually see this guy's actually going really well now. I mentioned that he had a little bit of a psychological illness because he's scared. The more that you put him out there and get his confidence, the best it's going to go for him. Get him flying. Now, for those who don't know, we're talking about a pet pigeon. Disco is a bird, okay? A pigeon. So get him flying. He's got to get out there. I don't know if you have a rope on him or something, but the more he does it, the better he's going to get, okay? He's got to get his confidence back, but it is coming. So the more he's out there seeing stuff, it's going to go good for him. Okay, here is Elaine, because I just can't pronounce your name, Elaine. Okay. Hey, gorgeous lady. Good morning. I hope your birthday was amazing. And that cheesecake hit the spot. Yes, it did. Thank you so much. It's all gone. Quick question. Do you see my court case this next? Do you see my court case this next Tuesday? Okay. All right. This next Tuesday. Wow. This person who you're going up against, Elaine, she's such a manipulator. So it's up to you to really prove that she's lying. Okay? So how do we prove a liar is lying? Get your evidence. Receipts, checkbook, statements, bank statements, you know what I'm talking about. So all this stuff will help. So when she says, I haven't been able to pay for that, you say, well, then why were you just on that holiday for? See how you go against? So then the judge says, hang on, you're telling me that you broke, but did you just go on a holiday? Okay. So that's the sort of thing that you need to go into court and say it like that. You've got to stand strong, stand firm, walk in looking like you're a little bit professional, okay? So the judge looks at you as someone who knows what they're doing, okay? And I hope this all works out for you. Okay, Julie Youngren, let me just make sure. Hi to everyone who's just popped in. Oh, I love you. Okay, next comment is from, oh my gosh, I hope I get this right. Hi, Sengong Path. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. What a beautiful story for that couple. They may be greatly blessed with their beautiful baby girl. Yeah, she's due in like 2 or 3 weeks now. I can't wait to see photos. Okay, yeah. Elaine says, let me start again. Will my court case on Tuesday against who go any better than the last one? Well, I am seeing it is going to go better because they're seeing her true colours. You got to go in there and prove that she's lying. Okay, I'm losing my voice here a bit today, darling, because I've been talking for about 3 days straight. All right. Julie Youngren says, I applied for at least 6 jobs today. Yes. Hopefully one of these is the one that you get in, Julie. I really hope and pray. Okay. Little Wave. Yes, Lynda, headaches for several days in a row, decreased will, but feel I must do something more. Absolutely. We're all going through it. We are all going through it, darling. So, when I get stuck, I'll tell you something I do. When I get stuck and I just sit here and I think, I've got no motivation, I don't want to do anything today, I just get out a piece of paper and I doodle. I just doodle because it's something that you can look at later and say, hey, you accomplished something, even if it's just a mess of circles on a piece of paper. So that's what I want you to do too. Just doodle. Because when you're doodling, your brain does actually go into that subconscious level of where we're working stuff out. Okay, it's like going for a walk. Okay, Diana Kay says, hi, Lynda, how's it going? I start my new job in 2 weeks. Yes! It's less pay, but should align better with my needs, goals, and skills. Will this job be a long-term one? Yes. I'm actually saying it will be. Okay, they value what you are. They know what you've done, and they appreciate that you're taking that cut, okay? So please go in there, be humbled, learn, and use this as a really good learning new career path for you. Okay, Diana Kay, I'm actually loving it for you. Rose Quartz says, hello, how are you? Okay, thank you so much for being here. Little Wave says, thanks for all the advice. Diana Kay says, happy birthday. Thank you always for what you do. The wisdom. Well, darling, I just share what I know. I'm now 60. Oh, my God. Anyway. Okay, here we are with TCTG fam. Okay. Hey, Lynda, can you draw a card for me regarding moving out and finding a different job in Southampton? Today's not tarot day, guys, so I'm just going to repeat it again. Okay, I did it at the beginning, but I do 2 lives a week. Thursday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time, which is today, it is all psychic questions, okay? Saturday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time is when I do tarot cards. I'm not connected to the cards today because I sit with them for about half an hour. So when I start my show, I'm connected and I can pull out cards that are accurate for you. I haven't done that today because today is not tarot day. Okay, so just remember that, guys. 2 lives per week I do. Okay, but getting back to your question, getting a new regarding moving out and finding a different job in Southampton, I would be looking for a job now in Southampton. It's almost like the job is there right now. So you get the job, you go through the interview skills until the interview processes until they say, yes, you've got it. So by that time, in say a month's time, that's when you can move down there and start your new job. Okay? Don't move and then look for a job. Find the job first and then go there. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. Okay? All right, Julie Youngren, yay, congrats back at Diana Kay. Anna True's here. Morning, Lynda, and hello all. No question, just wanted to send love to the tribe as we get through Mercury retrograde again. I'm off to bed in a bit. I love you, Anna True. She's the lady who does all the spirit artwork. So if you are interested in having your spirit guides drawn, click on Anna True's name, find out her email address. She's got it on her channel. Email her and say, hey, what can you do for me? Okay? I've just got to blow my nose again, guys. Just bear with me. Okay. We have had, I reckon it was a cyclone that came down. Today the sun is out. First time in about a week we've seen the sun, and it's all, more nasally, more than usual. So please bear with me, okay? I'm losing my voice because as most of you know, I never shut up talking. Okay. Diana Kay says, the wisdom you share, the messages you relay, and time and heart given. Oh, you're so good, just Diana Kay. Everly says, yes, thank you. Drive was good. Yep. Bad boy Byron NQ says, good morning, Lynda. I finally got that call from Derek, and I told him how it was. Not copying the crap anymore? Good, man. Feel so much better now, thanks. Can you ask your lady what's wrong with my finger? Where is it? Which finger of Byron's is hurting? Bad boy Byron. Which finger? I'm seeing it's on my left fingers. Okay. My left fingers. What is it? It's like arthritis. It's not a cut, so it's not an infection. It's more like arthritis. Okay? Yeah, it's like an arthritis feeling that I'm getting. Oh, take that off. Take that away. Not on me. Thank you very much. See you later. Okay? So, yeah, I'm seeing it's more like arthritis. My suggestion would be to put a Band-Aid on it. Okay? It's psychological. All right? I've got this thing here on my finger. I don't know if you can see it. My cat scratched me, right? And it's opened up. So even though it's not bleeding, I knock it and it hurts. So when we put a Band-Aid on it, our brain registers, oh, don't harm that piece of our finger, okay? So it protects it so we don't bang it again. So it's psychological to put a Band-Aid on somewhere when we just don't want to bang it. So, yeah, I'd be putting a Band-Aid on it, but I'm seeing it's like arthritis, okay? Yeah, it's almost like I want to pop it. You know when you get air in the joints and you've got to pop it so it cracks? It's almost like I've got to do that. So, yeah, it'd be nice if that's what you've got. Not for you. Please, I just said that wrong. It'd be nice to get a confirmation if that's correct for you. Okay? Yeah. All right, so let's just keep going. Jay Queston says, hi, Lynda, nanu, to you too. I have been considering a career change to edgy stand-up comedy. Do you think I have a chance? Thank you. Jay Queston, don't give up your day job just yet, but make this your night job. Okay? My suggestion is to go out there and do some test audiences. Okay? Test audiences is when you get a few friends together. You say, hey, can you come over? They all sit there like they're the audience, and you get up and do a little 5-minute show and say, how was it? Ask for feedback. Okay? I'm hearing that you've already got feedback. So just go book a place. Where can you go? Find a local comedy club where they say, okay, we've got 10 spots tonight. Who wants to go in at slot number 8? Okay. If you do want to get fame and glory out of this, become slot 8 or 9 or 10. 10's the last person of the night is the good ones because that's who they remember when they walk out. No one ever remembers the first act. Okay. I've been to so many bands over the years that have always had that first band, and I can't for the life of me remember any of them because we remember the last couple of songs before we move out. So if you want people to remember you, go last. Okay? Just a little bit of psychological tip there. Okay, Everly says, hi, Julie Youngren. I emailed you some photos of my doll projects. Love to hear your thoughts. Is that at me, Everly? Because I know that you did. Okay, and I think I did reply to them. Yeah, Everly has got her own website. She does videos of dolls, and they're amazing. I love it. Okay, Peter Ellis, message redacted. Peter Ellis says, Lynda, can you tell me if I was attacked by a demon recently? Demon or your own self-worth coming through as self-doubts? I'm actually hearing it's your own self-doubts, darling. And we're all getting this at this point. If you've listened earlier where I was talking about how a lot of us now are getting attacked, I believe that there is something out there they're using like a telepathic thought control mechanism, because we're all getting thoughts that we don't usually have. Okay? So be aware of it. Put your protections up. Okay? Maybe that's a video I really should do. I've got so many videos I haven't done. But, yeah, protections against external demons, I guess. Well, I don't want to put that in the heading title. Yeah, but put your protections up, Peter. Tell it to nick off when it comes in. Demons only hang around people who are victim mode. So don't be a victim to it. Once we stand up to it, they go and find somebody else to suck off. So, yeah, suck their energy, But as for this, though, I think it's just your self-doubt. Telling ourselves that we are deserving, we are privileged, we do deserve to win the $50 million Powerball tonight, that sort of thing. Okay? Yes. So, yeah, stand up to it. Get those thoughts out of your head, because I know your thoughts. You don't have those thoughts like a demon does. And I don't want to say the name again, okay, because I don't attract them in. Okay? So, Randy Lay Freedom 84. Morning, Linda. Nanu. Can I please get a reading on whether Corey and Trevor will ever come back into with my smokes? Okay. You know the answer's no. Randy Lay Freedom? The answer's no. And now we've got to go down a rabbit hole. Why are you expecting it? Wow. Letting go is all what we're going through at this point. March is letting go. Okay? This March is all about letting go. And look at the next comment below yours, Randy. Everly says, I've released so many people from my life. Yep. Okay? So this is all about letting go at this point. Don't be nasty. Don't be grudge-filled. Don't be revengeful. Okay? Just accept it and say, that's them. This is who I'm striving to be. We're no longer compatible. Thank God the universe took out the trash. So once we say it like that, and we say, you know what, I'm trying my best to be the best I can, bring in opportunities, bring in people, bring in job opportunities, bring in financial opportunities where I can be the best person I want to be, okay? And that's how it works. Manifestation. This year is all about manifestation with this fire horse energy, okay? Everly says, I've released so many people from my life. Yep. Everly also says, yes, doing that. Thank you. Message redacted. Julie Youngren says, bless you, Everly. Bob Hope says, Everly, don't worry. You'll be fine. Love and respect. Of course. Bob, I love it that you're reaching out to her. Okay. And Everly's putting up some more comments. Julie, I feel the energy. Yep. Hammer Bammers. Hammer Bammer times. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hugs to all. Glad and to catch it up with yous all. Yay, Hammer Bammers. Love you. Okay. Julie Youngren says, at Everly, I was 51 when I lost my mum suddenly and 4 years later lost my dad. I was helping to care for him after mum passed. Big hugs and love. You know, we're all going through. Isn't it funny how many of us are now losing their parents as well? You know? Yeah. Julie Youngren says, yes, I am positive. Thank you for putting am in such conviction. Okay. Yay, Bob Hope, Julie, I'm sorry. I know, guys. Happy belated birthday. Oh, I've just got to re-scroll back up to where I was, guys. Yep, here we go. Julie Youngren says, thanks, Bob. Yep. Okay, happy belated birthday, says, oh gosh, I hope I get this right. Hi, Sion Path. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay. Kevin said, I reposted my question. Okay, I got you. Thanks so much. Love and light. Oh, I love it when you guys say love and light. Yay. Okay. Madam Mocha says, thank you, Linda. Everly, hi, Bob. Elaine says, finally, my beehive split has produced a queen. I have bee eggs. Yes. I told you it was going to work eventually. God, I hope this one takes. Oh, my gosh. Okay. You may have to put chicken wire around it. Bees can still get through the holes, but bigger things can't. So maybe put some chicken wire around your beehive, if that makes sense. Okay. True Love says, Nanu. On February 12, you told me that Ted, my deceased boyfriend, is coming back to you. Would you mind to explain this further as a walk-in, perhaps? Thank you so much. Well, I don't think he's coming back to you as a walk-in, okay? Walk-ins are actually quite rare. He could be reincarnated as somebody else, because we don't reincarnate as soon as we die into a baby. We can, because there's no time. Okay, I'm alive now, and I could also be in somebody else, because when I die in, say, another 20, 40 years, hopefully, I could reincarnate to a baby being born in 1983, where I'm coming up now as like a 30 or 40-year-old. So there could be like a 30 or 40-year-old walking around that's also my soul. And how many of these are there? It's all us, because our soul is eternal. So there's no time. I've done videos about this. If you go and look at my time, it's like a timeline of reincarnation. Okay, it's under my heaven information playlist. Go watch that. Okay, yeah. But it also could be coming back to you just with messages. There's no time. So let's go there. If someone dies like now, right? Not anyone I know, okay? Someone dies now, they go straight to heaven. They can reincarnate immediately. So that would be like 10:16 a.m. on Thursday, the 12th of March for Linda, right? Now. But there's no time. So even though they reincarnate straight away, it could be still 20 years for us, because there's no time. It could be 2,000 years for us, because there's no time. Okay? So my suggestion for you is to don't expect your boyfriend to come back. Just be grateful when he does. Okay? I look at all the messages that I get from loved ones that I've lost. My grandmother, it's actually her birthday today. She died in 2003. And I know today I'm going to be finding 5-cent pieces from her. I haven't found any yet, but I'm not upset if I don't find them, because ultimately I knew that she loved me, and I feel strong and safe knowing that she's out there and she's still got my love and support within her heart. So as long as you can say that with your deceased boyfriend, don't expect, okay? Just allow him to do what he wants, because ultimately we're not connected at the hip. There's no obligation for him to come back, okay? But talk to him, tell him that you care and that you love him, and also talk about who you are now because he was in your life. Who did you become because he was in your life? Wow, okay? Yeah, I hope that makes sense for you, true love, okay? Happy belated birthday, Dr. Lynda. Thank you so much for everyone. Wishing you joy and success always. Oh, you're such a good person. I only want the best for all my viewers. I really do. Day says, hi, Linda. Manifestations of the light has thrown in all these little happy days and stars. All right, well, I have now just caught up with my comments, which means if you do want a private reading from me, I don't charge. All I ask for is contributions. Please make a contribution through the PayPal link below and email me. Let me know where you live and how much you've contributed, and we can set up a Zoom call where you can have up to an hour and a half talking to me. Okay? Yay. I love what I do. I'm always here for you. I'm here 2 times a week. Today is Psychic Question Day. Saturday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time. So set your calendars for that one. Set your time zones, because that's usually Friday night, or even if you're in America. Okay? I do tarot, where everyone gets tarot cards. All right? And sometimes I tell you what they mean, but I usually just keep pulling the cards out. So that's it for me today, guys. I am out of the door. Please stay safe. Yes, we're all going through this crazy energy at this point. So the more that we can say who we are, identify who we are, acknowledge ourselves, and then put that step forward to showing the universe who we are. Stay strong, because the energy is so corrupted out there right now. There are so many haters, so many people who want to create bitter for others. How many people now, like, I can't tell you the horrible comments I'm getting on Facebook. People are virtually putting me down every day, and it's horrible what they're saying. So at this point, you've got to be strong. Don't attach to the negativity. I observe it because I'm strong, but a lot of us aren't. So don't get involved with what's going on. Get involved with you. Listen to who you are, where you want to be, and start manifesting so it becomes a reality for all of us. Because we're all in that same loving, gorgeous energy where if one of us succeeds, it will relay and attach to all of us. Okay? So Little Wave says, great to hear from you all. And Bob Hope says, hi, Everly. So that's it for me today, guys. You guys have a gorgeous evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are on the planet. Please know I love you all. Stay safe, stay strong. And True just said, thank you so much for the clarification, sending you lots of hugs and kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. I send you all so much love and great kisses too. So wherever you are, anywhere around the world, stay safe, stay strong. Most of all, stay in love. Bye.